What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode, we are returning to Mobile Suit Gundam Katana. Last time, the Zeon remnants fell for Ittou's trap. The Gromlin attacked his Striker Custom, and Quattro gave the young commander some words of wisdom. Yas stole the Striker Custom and crushed the Pegasus-class ship. Little did they know, the Nemesis team is on that ship. This time, Ittou goes up against Yuji of the Nemesis team. We learned Saki and the Nemesis team's real reason for working with True Federal, and we see a mass-produced version of everyone's favorite mobile armor. So let's get into this. Yas approaches Yuji in a modified Gem Striker. This is his Gem Striker that we know and love from Hooligans, but it is modified for space use. This seems exactly like the Gem Striker Kai, which is in GBO2. Yas tries to lose the Striker, but it is fast. A beam blast comes out of nowhere. It is Jean in the Gem Sniper 2. Yas pulls out a gun, but Yuji knocks it out of his hand. Yuji doesn't slow down from Yas's attack due to his reactive armor. Lord Spada and Saki are on the bridge of the Pegasus. Lord Spada praises Yuji and Saki's team. After the 1-year war, the Nemesis team was disbanded. Saki went back to Jaburo, but Yuji and his comrades were forced to take jobs that don't help the people. When Saki found him again, he was resorting to gambling. He realizes that Ittou isn't the one in the Striker. It is a fake, so they decide to kill him. Before Yuji can make a move, an explosion goes off. It is a ball. Ittou is piloting with Paul Mercury cramped in the back. Paul Mercury gives me a lot of Armstrong and Full Metal Alchemist vibes. Paul takes control and does the attack weasel whirlwind gay style. What makes it gay style? Guys, is it gay if you spin your balls? Ittou jumps out of the ball and floats towards the Striker Custom. Yas apologizes for not living up to Ittou's skills, but he tells Yas that he needs to be able to protect his people like Yas was willing to do. Yas heads towards the ball while Paul equips the new knuckle daggers on the Strikers. These are tonfa beam blades that attach to the forearms. Ittou begins attacking Yuji. He knows of the exploits of the Nemesis Instructor Corps and says they once exposed corruption. Now they work with the terrorists True Federal. He wants to know why. The two continue engaging in melee combat. Yuji whips out his twin beam spear. Yas and Mercury attack the full armor Alex. Cortez is annoyed and attacks the ball. Ittou thinks Yas and Mercury are dead. He is distracted and Yuji goes in for the attack. Ittou is now on the defensive. The two are going toe-to-toe with one another. Both are at their limits. Yuji has to resort to tackling Ittou, knocking him out. Yuji tries to capture him and take him back to Lord Spada, but Cortez wants to kill him. The Striker Custom's eyes now glow red. The full armor Gundam unloads shell rounds on the Striker. Ittou is able to cut the shells in half. The Striker throws the knuckle dagger and uses it like a boomerang. Lord Spada wonders where he hid it. Now Yuji is on the defensive. He then takes the knuckle daggers and puts it on the Striker's feet. He does some sweet breakdance fighting and uses the knuckle daggers like skates. The Striker goes in and attacks Yuji's Striker with a beam saber. It gets close to almost penetrating the cockpit and killing Yuji. Both Strikers are dead in the water. Others swiftly move in to capture Ittou. Jean wonders how that kid handled all those G's as he was moving so fast. Yuji says that he was most likely passed out, meaning the mobile suit moved on its own. Lord Spada walks in wanting to take him. They're confused as his heart is giving out and he needs medical attention. That is when Ittou wakes up and tries to kill Lord Spada with his sword. Meanwhile, the captain of the Temptation, Bright Noah, is currently being held in a hangar due to the attack on Granada. Mercury makes eye contact with Hawk. The two seem to know one another. Ittou wakes up from an empty room. Suddenly, an announcer and ring babes come bursting into the room doing the Spada Samba while announcing Lord Spada's entrance. The Spada girls will soon be on Federation's Got Talent. This isn't a joke, this is a line of dialogue, and this show exists. Ittou says, okay, I'm done with all this, and begins attacking, but Cortez puts a stop to it. They go to a different room to discuss matters further. Once corruption within the Federation stops, most of the power will be from the Spacenoids. Ittou doesn't care, he just wants to know why he wants him. Lord Spada says that he needs to learn benevolence as a leader, and he will be the one who will teach him. He wants to make him the most powerful new type. Cortez tells Lord Spada that nothing works on this guy. As Cortez pokes and prods, Ittou grabs him and flips him. He holds Cortez as a hostage, and the two run through the Spada girl's changing room. Nice. He tries to get a message out, but they cut off his comms. They look out to realize he isn't on a Pegasus, but rather they are on a space station. Saki is mad at the installation of an AI system in the Striker. Captain Silver of True Federal doesn't seem to care about anyone from the Nemesis team besides Yuji. He has undergone cyber new type enhancements and brainwashing. An explosion goes off. A man looking like a Yakuza stereotype holding a rocket launcher comes in. This is Burino, also known as the Executioner. Mangle and the BGSD team receive the small snippet Ittou sent out before being cut off. They head out to find their commander. Ittou has cut the power and prevented the security forces from communicating with one another. He attacks a security detail and heads for a Striker custom. As he activates the mobile suit, he runs into Yuji, who is now in a black Striker custom of his own. This is most likely his gym Striker with a new Gundam head added. This means it has the same system that Ittou's Striker has. Captain Silver and a security detail surround Saki and the Nemesis team. Log files over the past 3 months show that they have been accessing True Federal data and covering up their tracks. It appears they are only feigning allegiance to Lord Spada. Before Captain Silver could do anything, Yuji and Ittou come crashing through the corridor. Like last time, Ittou asks Yuji why he is doing this. He simply says Lord Spada's orders. Lord Spada says to activate the Demon Blade. Yuji's AI system activates, and the eyes turn red. The Striker just tells him to destroy the Gundam over and over again. Saki realizes that Yuji is much faster. He wonders if he undergone enhancements. Ittou tells of a story about being excited about meeting Yuji as the other pilot selected for the Striker program. But the day came and Yuji never showed up. It seems he was already a part of True Federal by then. Ittou misjudged him. His Striker unit seems to be resonating with Yuki's Striker. As the two punch each other, Ittou sees the Shamaran incident. We see the end of Hooligans when Yuji is shot and Martin Shamaran, who we knew as Tara, is trying to help him. Yuji goes to visit him in prison, where he tells Martin that civil war is breaking out. Yuji goes out scouting when they investigate a house with a little girl. Yuji doesn't know if he shot first or his comrade shot first, as his memory is spotty, but he was once again shot and the family is mowed down. He goes to visit Martin again to find that he has been executed. Even now, Yuji still refers to his friend as Tara. He is now dead along with the little girl and her family. EFF is no longer protecting the people. Ittou tells him that he must fight to make a change within himself. Yuji's eyes go back to normal. He snaps out of it. Ittou tells Yuji that they should get out of there, but that is when they run into a giant mobile armor. This is the mass production Big Zam. The MA-09 mass production type Big Zam isn't a stripped down version of the Big Zam. This is a complete redesign that is way smaller at 28.8 meters, where Big Zam was 59.6 meters. This was supposed to be used during the attack on Jaburo during the 1-year war, but it never came to be. It seems True Federal has picked up where Zeon left off. This version lowers production costs by removing the eye field and slapping on some anti-beam coating and hoping for the best. One big improvement is the large megaparticle cannon. The Big Zam had to be stationary to fire, except for in Origin, but let's ignore that. This version has extra cooling, allowing it to move while firing. It is also equipped with a Minovsky craft system. Other weapons include 4 missiles per leg and 6 anti-air missile launchers. Saki and the rest of the Nemesis team made their escape on a shuttle. Yuji is able to take out the Big Zam, but that is when they are surrounded by 2 more, along with Cortez in his full armor Alex. They all fire the megaparticle cannons, destroying everything around them. Yuji tells Cortez that the cyber new type enhancements are messing with his head and to come with him. The two fight. Cortez takes out Yuji's arm, but he is able to take out Alex. But that is when Burino sets a trap and captures Yuji. He tells Ittou to come with them or they will kill Yuji. Captain Silver gets an SOS from Bright's shuttle, the Temptation. He thinks that helping out the hero of the 1-year war and the Great Slapper would look good on his record. He allows him to land. However, he goes against their landing clearance. On the Temptation is the BGSD team ready to arrest True Federal and take over the base. And that will do it for this episode. It is good to see the Great Slapper in action during this time as the captain of the Temptation. There isn't too many stories covering this era of Bright, so it is nice to fill out these history books. Also, it is about time we see Ittou and the Nemesis team cross over. 2 great forces coming together. Next time, Ittou will fight against Cortez as the BGSD team takes over the base. Also, we will see the Domel in action. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, if you are going to wear a mask, might as well hire dancers and an announcer as well. Make a song, get it copyrighted, get it on a TV show, who knows? Peace.